7 days a week. There is so much. Please give us your email addresses. If you're here at the fellowship, you can fill out a blue welcome card. You can see the blue welcome card at my feet. If you're here in the room, leave it on a chair or give it to a greeter. If you're online, please go to the link in the chat to fill out our welcome card. Current members can use the welcome card to update any information as well. We hope that you'll stay this morning for coffee and conversation after the service so we can get to know each other, or stay online to chat on Zoom. Since we are here at the times of ministry and covenant, we ask that folks hold their applause until the end of the service. Jazz hands and work. If you feel so moved, we can thank everyone for their contributions and will at the end of the service. September 23rd is Bisexual Pride Day. I'm inviting Brother Grant up to tell us more.
Yes.
Hello.
There is an ally for bisexual friends, and I am sharing some excerpts from an article called "The B in LGBT: Why Bisexual Awareness Week Matters" by Zachary Zane. Representation of bisexuality in the media can reinforce negative stereotypes. Even though roughly half of the LGBT community identifies as bisexual, they are seldom represented in the media. Nevertheless, more and more millennials are beginning to view themselves as bisexual and sexually fluid. A recent YouGov study discovered that a third of 18 to 24-year-olds in the US and Israel put themselves along a continuum of sexuality rather than at either end. In the UK, roughly 50% don't view themselves as 100% gay or straight. Even though there are a huge number of bisexuals and the number of bisexual identifying people is growing, they often feel invisible. They often feel alone. This feeling of isolation contributes to a slew of mental health issues that highly correlate with bisexuality. Bisexuals have high rates of depression, suicidality, self-harm, smoking and alcohol abuse, and intimate partner violence. Recent data from a human rights campaign study revealed that bisexual youth are less likely than lesbian and gay youth to feel there's a supportive adult they can talk to. These feelings of isolation also keep them closeted because they don't feel as if they have a bi community. They don't think people will accept them. It's estimated that only 28% of bisexuals come out. Research from Dr. Eric Scrimshaw of Columbia University Mailman School of Public Health revealed that most bisexual men know their sexuality. Their reasons for not disclosing it don't arise from confusion, but rather they don't come out because they fear rejection from their partners and ostracization from their families and communities. Bisexuals face additional hardships that monosexuals, either gay or straight, don't experience. The only way to change this is through visibility. This is why Bisexual Pride Day on September 23rd and Bisexual Awareness Week, the week of September 23rd, is so important. This is why bi visibility matters. This is why it's crucial that they come out as often and to as many people as they can. Not only will their decision to come out create more visibility for others, but they will also start to meet other bi folks and can become an integral member of the bisexual community. So please come out and share your story. Let's make it easier for the next growing generation of bisexuals to be out, comfortable, and proud of who they are.
Thank you, Joanna. Welcome.
John. Well, no, it's not, it's right.
Welcome to the Carbondale Unitarian Fellowship, located on the unceded traditional lands of the first people of present-day Southern Illinois, the Miamian, the Osage, Kaskaskia, and Wapak. This fellowship is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association, sharing the good news of UUism with folks throughout the region. Our good news is a message of love, freedom, reason, respect, and justice as the basis for religious community. I'm Jess Joe. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a member of the LGBTQ Welcoming Congregation Committee, Social Action Committee, the choir, and sometimes I help at RE. And this morning, I am one of your Sunday service facilitators. We are a congregation of open minds and hearts, all ages, all colors, all genders, all abilities, all kinds of wealth, and all kinds of love. Now, I invite those of us who are online to select gal with a review so we can wave at each other, connecting our congregation over space. Currently, the Carbondale Unitarian Area Fellowship is lay-led, with Sunday services team planning our services using the rich spirit and many talents of our congregation's members. In addition to members, services may sometimes include guest speakers and ministers. This year, we will also join with our friends at the Church of the Good Shepherd for some special Sunday services. Join us on Sunday morning and our Wednesday evening vespers on Zoom as we continue our search for a minister. And now we will center ourselves with the music of our prayer.
You can't allow your money and lost your shirt. You looking at all that they ain't no work for the hands that do the valley where the thick woods grow. And I'm back for the long house floors, back to the valley where the skies got froze. And I'm back to where the rosebud blooms. Feel just right. The crickets always jamming while the moon shines bright. You know you're only laughing if the catfish bite. Yeah, I'm back to the valley where the thick woods grow. And I'm back for the whole house floor. Back to the valley where the skies got room. And I'm back to where the rosebud blooms. Maybe life in the city can cramp your style, and brother, pack your bag and walk the country a mile. When you make it to the front porch, won't you sit a while? Yeah, come on back to the valley where the thick woods grow. And I'm back for the home house floor. Back to the valley where the skies got room. And I'm back to where the rosebud blooms.
Sometimes the spirit just moves here. Our chalice lighting this morning is being offered to us on Zoom via our dear, dear friends and members Joan and Katie Tool.
Thank you. So this is Building Belonging by, oh, you can't hear? Can you hear me?
Yes, yep.
Okay, so this is Building Belonging by the Reverend Dr. David Breeden. Welcome, welcome, friends.
Newcomers, old timers, seekers, skeptics, saints of habit, and rebels of the heart.
Here we gather not because we think the same, but because we choose to journey together.
Belonging is not something given. It is something we build with our open hands and open heart.
The reading will be called It's Building Belonging.
It is made in the sharing of stories, the holding of silences,
Then
the
we get
courage to
to
show up
reading
as
next
we
time.
are.
Yeah. I wonder if I can.
Here we practice a radical hospitality, not of perfection, but of presence.
May we make this place a shelter for the soul, a workshop for justice, a sanctuary where love is not merely spoken, but lived deeply.
Again, in trust, in hope, in the spirit of belonging.
Microphone or-
Oh,
We cannot
Yeah.
hear you, Joan.
oh, so the people online can hear, can't you?
No.
So the people, the people on,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually up really high. So what does theirs say?
Nothing, they're not muted.
Oh, they're not muted. Yeah, that's really weird.
Microphone?
can you hear me now?
Usually that would.
I think it's their speaker.
Yeah, it was like online computer.
Why would that be?
It's on our.
Yeah, I'm wondering why that would be so.
Oh.
Is this in the audio? Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
Can you hear me now?
Speakers. And do you guys know what speakers are supposed to be split in the zone?
I never messed with that.
The people online can hear.
Zoom speakers, I never messed with that.
I think if they go,
But I mean, did they hear earlier?
Everybody on Zoom can hear.
What about this little box that has
What's the proper,
a volume?
what's the proper output?
It's one of these. Output.
For the, what speaker do you select in Zoom?
Pricing system.
No, yeah, we've experimented with different ones. Like it's pain.
You know, we did to folks here, well, 17 is kind of figuring this out. This is Building Belonging by the Reverend David Breeden. Welcome,
That's not the same
friends,
speaker.
newcomers, old timers, seekers, skeptics, saints of habit, rebels of the heart. Here we gather, not because we think the same, but because we choose to journey together. Belonging is not something given, it is something we
That
build
doesn't.
with open hands and open hearts. It is made in the sharing of stories, the holding of silences, the courage to show up as we are. Here, we practice a radical hospitality, not of perfection, but of presence. May we make this place a shelter for the soul, a workshop for justice, a sanctuary where love is not merely spoken, but deeply again in trust, in hope, in the spirit of belonging. And folks online hear us? Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yay!
It's wonderful to see you and to hear you. It sounds like everyone online heard you do the chalice of reading, and everyone here in person heard me do it. So maybe we're ready to move forward. The chalice is lit, and Sarah will reflectively place a stone in our bowl. All are invited to do the same here at the fellowship or at home to mark a joy, a sorrow, or any other feeling you have during the musical parts of our service. Please rise as you are willing and able to join us as we sing the hymn, Come, Come, Whoever You Are. It is number 188 in the grade of home. Judy, Joyce, and Eric are going to lead us in a round for this.
Putting it through the TV, it's kind of a snack.
It's not.
It's not the actual.
No, we have to figure out what the.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Put this on something else.
So we just need to be able to find this correct. I'll take you guys, but oh no, sorry.
Again. You want to hear with me?
I don't mind. Go get
Yes.
We all put together.
We're gonna sing.
A few responsive readings. Each will be led by a different person according to the color of paper you received with your order of service. You have a pink vision statement. We will read it together this time. Our vision is to be a vibrant, inclusive, welcoming, and loving community which champions freedom of thought, deepens spirituality, and promotes social justice and equitable living on all.
Okay, those with the blue paper, the mission statement. Our mission is to nurture, deep respect, love, and care in our community. We support growth in spirituality and champion social justice and environmental stewardship. We promote Unitarian Universalist values. We are the Carbondale Unitarian Fellowship.
That's what.
Yellow.
We don't.
This is the affirmation of. We are the Carbondale Unitarian Fellowship. We are compassionate, with honor our whole selves, each other, and our beloved community. With intention, we choose to walk together, fellowship. We see the truth and grow together, nurturing each other's spirit and sense of reverence. We respect all individuals and strive to create a world where all are treated with love and dignity. We believe all people have strength, wisdom, and our fellow contribute to our daily community. We give action to our faith through service and through justice in the world. Every act of service, lovingly performed, as we value diversity, expanding forms, and welcome to all the honest hearts, all of those who come among us. Believe in Christ. Okay, how many people remember reading those 2 weeks ago? During our kickoff to the church here? Did they seem different today? You were studying them different, did they hit you differently? You think that. I have a meditation next, but before that, since this is spacious, I would invite people to get up and move. Get up and take a different chair, go on the other side, walk around. Please take your time, and when we all get settled, I'll read a short meditation.
Thank you. I just reached out when it's just me. I didn't know. I expected it to be on this.
Are we seeing things differently yet? Yes. All right, so since this is a meditation, I'll ask that y'all take a deep breaths. This is called Not Just a Refuge by Reverend Michelle Collins. Spirit of life woven into every breath, every gathering, we come with our longing to be part of something whole, not perfect, but whole. May we remember that longing is not given once, but made daily, in the courage to reach out, the patience to listen, the willingness to be challenged. When we falter in fear, in fatigue, in forgetting, may we begin again. Let us be builders of circles that widen, keepers of doors left open, stewards of spaces where truth and tenderness can meet. May this community be not just a refuge, but a growing ground for trust, for justice, for shared joy. Amen. And may it be so.
In our fellowship, we share so many things: time, efforts, talents, spirit to bring money. We share with this fellowship and for the needs of this fellowship, but we also share with our greater community beyond these walls. You may contribute to the fellowship or to our social action offering recipient for September, which is free gun wildlife rehabilitation. Information about the group is in your order of service and this morning's email. Check should be made able to come. And you can also donate online via PayPal. The link is in the chat and in your order of service. Please use the chat memo area or the notes area in PayPal if you wish to specify a contribution to free. Also remember that your spare change makes a difference. All the points collected during the offering are sent to the UUA program fund, which provides important resources to UU congregations nationwide, including to ours. Please join me now in our unison offering reading printed in your order of services and on the screen. Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place, which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope, for we are not the keepers of the tree. Your contributions in all forms are gratefully received.
But while I'm down, love feels
One from.
big metal that follows through. Beneath the gold sun that gets the light, and they went falls over and oh, yonder, that mountain.
Never had to.
I was winter, I can't say when. The bright morning, I go again. Over yonder and round the bend. Beneath the pale moon, falls into dawn. They sang and laughed and carried on. And let the day break with smiling face and love each other in that far place. Over yonder
reading Waiting to be Remembered and Reclaimed by Reverend Scott Taylor. You may remember this from a previous service, but we can see it even now. We come with our joy, incurable curiosity, and hunger for hope, but also our broken hearts, our cracked confidence, our ruptured relationships, our loneliness that lingers just beneath the surface. And so we long for this to be a place of repair, a space of picking up the pieces and putting them back together. They say that worship is about praise, but it's also about listening and words that usher in the sacred, words that become webbing, weaving again back to wisdom, back to forgotten word, back to a place of peace too often buried beneath all the striving, worry, and wounds. And so today may the sounds, songs, and speech circling in this space sweep you up like a stream whose currents long to carry you home. And may the common breath so sweetly shared between us remind us that loneliness eventually lifts, and that we are tethered more tightly than it sometimes seems. That together our hearts can mend and our world can be woven anew. Yes, friends, belonging is something we build, but it's also something always there, waiting to be remembered and reclaimed, waiting for us to come home.
I think so. Circles, probably taken it. But, good as I think today a little bit on this day, I got a little, unintended prelude there, so I appreciate that as far as that goes. It's synchronicity and providence happens. So, we sit here on another quarter year within my Earth Center tradition. Yeah, fourth that we have here, equinoxes and solstices, each with their rising and falling again, reminding us that we are here in this cyclical space, and as things come again, it just spirals and spirals and spirals, and in such a way that it may look similar, but we're never in the same space again. This equinox is not the same as the last fall. We sit in different spaces each of these times. So it gives us an opportunity to sit back, relax. We have 8 live holy days that we do this with, about 6 weeks more or less, with our quarters and our crossovers. So some of the ones you've heard of, some of the things, some of those celebrations we lived up here with our South and our people stuff. We also have in the spring, which is the first rumblings of the earth coming alive, and then we've got our Renaissance, which is on the other side of the day, which is our celebration of the first harvest moment. So this is the second of 3 harvest holidays that we celebrate back here in North America. It's the second soft harvest, so it varies because the weather obviously varies all over the place, and sometimes I've been in South Dakota, we're snow here soon. Here, fortunately not. Texas was snow. So we're kind of in those places. So as we rise and fall, and take this opportunity to sit and think about like this time of the season, and again, gives us pause. But you might Mother Earth allows us to do pause at each of these times. The wonder of this crossing of the celestial equator by the sun. So we have things like Singapore Street, or we have the various images that are set up. You go up at the Columbia during this time period. These ones. And again, the wooding that is up there is set up exactly the same way. You see this connectivity with everyone. These 8 times of the year. So we're starting to enter into the dark season. We start to enter and start looking at all the holidays that happen at this time. The harvest holidays that happen the days of Thanksgiving, people holiday, all those things, family, tribe, plan, whatever that looks like. So now it's that drawing together that we do here. It's gonna start getting darker, it's gonna start getting cold, maybe here. We know that from last year, of everything that's coming in, but to tell my children is they're sweltering in the 60-degree weather outside, that this is just part of the season, embrace it, take it, and run with it. So now we've got as the sunlight diminishes, we see the trees start to change. As a farmer, it's that case as well. I'm starting to put in my fall crops now. There's a level excited with that. Is how do we keep those things alive when it gets so very cold? How do we keep ourselves alive? It gets so very cold. What things that we gathered, over the course of the spring and the summer, make sure we make it. And a lot of that has to do with community connections and checking in on everybody, making sure that we're okay and we're going to survive the long night, because the season of light breaking is going to be here soon enough in December, when we call that sun. So we have those pieces, those elements as the light starts to diminish. Breath. It's okay. Look to your family, your connections. Look at your people. We're all having it. Get ready for those potlucks on a regular basis. Who we make food for, how we take making sure that our youngest and our oldest don't like your beings watched for. How do you make sure that it is that we care for everyone that's here? This is what we want to see. It's that knock on the door that says, hey, get darker. Are you ready? Ready? It's okay.
Okay, we'll now have the music of our postlude.
I think y'all
Mrs. Brookie. It was a really lovely juxtaposition with Eric's. I think they both fit beautifully, you service. My friend Bridget often says comfort zones are a lovely place, but nothing new grows there. And this service reminded me of that. So thank us all for stepping outside of our comfort zones this morning. I want to thank everyone who made this service possible, which includes everyone here and on Zoom. Thank you to Eric, Joan, and Kitty, and Gilletta, and Sarah, and Laura, and Judy, members of the Sunday service team. Thank you to our musicians, Kent and Dorothy. Thank you to Judy, Joyce, and Eric for leading our round, which went pretty well, I think. Thank you to Maya and everyone that supported AV this morning. I lost track. And thank you to Jean and Jean. And thank you to myself as well. Please rise as you are able and willing, and hold hands or hold your palms out for our meditation. It's the welcome we extend by Reverend Michelle Cobb. All right, I can do this. As we leave this sacred hour, may the welcome we receive become the welcome we extend. Let us meet the world with open hearts, open hands, and the audacity to build spaces where every soul feels at home. Blessed be, amen. Go in peace with love for justice and happy vernal
That's right, you did mention there was.